Hi there YouTube, Mark Verheer here with a video with dramatic bad lighting conditions, I know, but this is a video response to 65 Gamer Guy. He recently hit 200 subscribers on his channel, and I just want to congratulate him with that milestone, and I hope he will get a lot more. Very deserving channel. If you're into retro gaming systems, and the clicker's out, and I'm pulling a night shift, so. Anyways, 65 Gamer Guy, great channel, and he actually made a wonderful open tag, and in that tag he actually asks us what amazes you most or surprised you most about your channel. And I guess what surprises me most about my channel is how it evolved, and how it actually solidified my gaming hobby, my gaming experience, and actually changed the way I view my hobby quite a bit. I actually take more pride in my hobby than I actually did before. But let me start by perhaps telling a bit about how my channel started. I mean, I started my channel just as a channel, I think in 2006 or something, not sure, but a long time ago. 2006? My God, no, that can be. You can actually see when I joined if you look at my channel thingy. So, I started my channel because YouTube was becoming more of a thing. It was a way to store videos. I actually am still one of the editors on a gaming and retro system website, Armchair Arcade. Which with co-editors Bill Acutis and Matt Barton, the guy from Matt Chat, actually. We've been doing that forever, and actually YouTube was a way to host video files for use in our articles, because with bandwidth issues, I mean, there's just no way we were going to be able to host video files with video gameplay footage and stuff on our own web server or the hosted server. So YouTube was actually some sort of experiment. I actually started the channel as an experiment, and because on Armchair Arcade I am an editor with my own name, we all use our own names, our real names. The YouTube channel that I currently use actually is just my first name and my last name, so not much for internet anonymity, and that may pose a problem for some. I actually didn't think about it that much, but yeah, I mean, it's just me. It's me, my channel and stuff, and I actually started putting other videos on there as well. I actually had this channel before the Armchair Arcade thing. I put some videos up of various subjects, just stuff. There's even stuff from way back when me and my dad were fishing and stuff. So, and I put some video game play footage on there. I believe a Game Boy Advance, Gradius, Nemesis stuff. I got a video grabbing solution, and yeah, I started because you can put tags in there. You actually see other videos on YouTube appearing that have similar subjects, and then you see channels, and you get to know other people in the community. Actually, you discover that there's a community, and that there's more people in there, and people who actually think quite similar to your own thinking and like the same type of things that you are liking. And it happens to be that they're on the other side of the North Sea or on the other side of the world, and yeah, for some reason people are you get to discover that people actually are much more alike than that they're different. But the difference is, that's where wars are fought all over, and but we are so very similar. I mean, there's guys in Saudi Arabia making Minecraft videos, for Pete's sake. I mean, they're liking, people are liking the same stuff all over the place. And there's guys in India who are like totally berserk over the Nintendo Entertainment System. There's guys in Thailand who are totally into the Commodore 64. Of course, there are cultural differences, but yeah, the thing that amazes me a lot is that culture kind of isn't that much of a factor. Of course, you see culture. I mean, in various parts of the world, gaming, retro computer systems, the gaming history is different, and that actually makes it very interesting. Retro gaming and the game crash of the early 80s was actually quite different in the US than it was in Europe and other parts of the world, and that made for quite some nice parallel history lines and gaming experiences, which actually merged again. And I think gaming now with the big three systems, the Wii, the PlayStation 3, and the Xbox 360, more or less is it's converging, and yeah, so not much. I think that the biggest diversity in gaming is between Japanese gaming, Asian gaming, and the Western type of games. And oh man, I'm all over the place. I'm very tired, and I have to get back on track. What surprised me most about my channel? Well, meeting a lot of people. Oh, the friendship you strike. The friendships you actually strike up. How you get to know people by watching their videos and doing a PM or writing a comment and responding back. You really get to know these YouTubers, these people. And when I went to Replay, which is a UK retro gaming event, retro current gaming event, that was held in Blackpool in 2011. Tickets courtesy of 8-Bit Micro. Mark, thank you. I actually got to meet people that I hung out with in Minecraft, that I was subscribed to on YouTube, that I commented on their videos too. And when you see each other, it's like, oh yeah, I know that guy or I know that girl. And then you start talking, and the voices, and you know the jokes and stuff, and you really know each other. That's the thing. You really do know each other online. We see each other's faces for such, you really know each other, especially if you have this back and forth, And that's the great thing about YouTube. I was always very skeptical about whether or not you could actually strike up true friendships online. You know, if they were comparable to real friendships. And basically, there's no distinction. They are real friendships, and that's something that really surprised me. That I consider quite a few YouTubers that I regularly comment on and and have interaction with as pretty good friends. I wouldn't mind them showing up and go out and have a beer with, and hang out in the game room and just play games and or do other stuff. I totally would dig that, but yeah, distances make it quite tough, and even then, in May, early May, I was like 20 miles separated from Bill Agudis's place, but he was out with his wife to sign a book deal in Seattle, for example. And I was in Philadelphia, and I mean, it would have been great meeting up, but even if you're like very close together, sometimes it's just not possible to actually hook up and meet up. But that's cool. I mean, I do like the face-to-face meets, but they are not. Oh man, I just now see that Chicken really is doing some sort of weird stance over there. I didn't put it over there. I think the wife released it, but right. Hi, Chicken. Yeah, but the types of relationships that you strike up, the friendships that you strike up, and the interaction, that is cool. What is quite intimidating is the fact that it is open for all to view, and that camera thing. I have this camera thing with a little blue light, and I have to remember to look in the camera, and I have a ton of cameras, and I'm always using different cameras, and lighting conditions are super poor. I mean, now I think I'm more or less like this, this shade or something, this outlined person. But I mean, yeah, it's not about production values. It's just about me talking, about me showing stuff. It's about the stuff, and at first it was about writing articles on Armchair Arcade, making texts, putting pictures to it, and just writing stuff. And I miss that. I really want to go back to that as well. And then it was about showing gameplay footage. And for some reason, it also became a bit about me as a person, and sharing who I am, which can be quite exhibitionistic in a way. But it was not last summer. I think it was 2 summers ago already that Retro Gamer VX, he's with Intellivision dudes, they started that giraffe clock thing, and all the packages that went back and forth, and the crazy challenges that the Atari challenges, oh yeah, the Atari challenge. I have to do the Atari challenge as well. The challenges Techromancer 1 actually put out, the invasions, the Pac-Man YouTube invasion, and everybody was taking part and stuff. That was really cool, and yeah, I have really fond memories of those, and and yeah, and you see stuff happening to people. I mean, just now I saw a video of San and Todd, who I haven't seen a video of in a long time, and I just learned that he has had suffered 2 tragedies in a very short period of time over the past half year. And I watched his homage to his mother, and it brought tears in my eyes. And yeah, something like that, you know, that people share that kind of stuff, that you can actually watch a video, get tears in your eyes, get emotional about stuff. That's what it's all about, I guess. And that's what surprised me a lot about the channel. It's that it's just much more than just a channel, and it's not, for me, it is not about how many subscribers I have. I'm very curious after all my subscribers. Every once in a while I'll try to go through them and check out their channels, and a lot of them don't have videos up, or you know, there's not much there, but you know, it's like it's very curious, you know. I'm very curious, why do you watch, you know? The channels that I watch basically are channels of people that just make a click, you know. They click and they have something that that resonates with me, and sometimes it's humor, sometimes it's just, you know, that they're actually very similar or quite different, that they have different interests, and you know, and that is what is appealing, and people sharing their stuff. Michelle Knight, I don't know if many of you know her channel. Quite an interesting character. Went through a lot in her life, and does great Minecraft videos, great photography videos, tech videos, current tech talk videos, you know, and yeah, cool stuff. Eprom, Polo Ventris, Electric Adventures, Steve Benway, 65 Gamer Guy, Treble 82, 83, 85, Ed T1138, Thomas 2130, 3120. I miss his videos. I mean, I haven't seen his videos in a long time. The New Zealand guy with the shmups, Ben, Nerox, Chuck, man, it's not about a shout. I mean, there's so many channels that I watch on a religious, almost religiously. I can honestly say that I more or less watch all the videos that all of my channels that I watch put out. At least I start to watch the videos, and sometimes if it's a topic that, you know, it's not my kind of thing, then, you know, I just skip through it, or, you know, or perhaps turn it off. You know, it's not mandatory, and I don't have to respond to all the videos, and that's also something that quite surprised me about the channel, is the amount of uber negative feedback you get sometimes, and basically of people sometimes that just totally don't get what I am about, you know. I'm just about me, and about my friends, and about my humor, and if you don't like it, well, you don't have to watch. And every once in a while you get these nasty comments, blah 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 blah, just saying. And it's just one negative blurb after the other, and all I can do is, and I'm not like that in real life, I always try to engage conversation. I'm always curious after someone's opinion. But the thing is, on YouTube, the negative stuff, it comes across so harsh that what I do is just, delete the comment, block the person, and be over and done with it. Sometimes I'll write a PM, like say, you don't have to watch, or something like that, or perhaps it's better, to stop watching me. And and I can see that some people might perceive that as arrogant, but then again, it's our channels, You can do with your channel what you want, and you can put up videos the way that you want. And to give someone very nasty feedback, or just be nasty, doesn't show a lot of good in your character, I guess, if you do it. And sometimes if you go to these channels, if they leave a nasty feedback, and you go through these channels and you see their feed and you see their recent activity, well, you often see a whole row of nasty comments on, they're just on a rampant, nasty rage thing, and I think, well, yeah. So that is what surprised me about the channel as well, that you have to cope with negative stuff as well. More so than in real life, because in real life people are much more polite, often. And I'm a person that most people get along with. Most of the clients that I deal with are happy to be, my clients. Yeah, so I mean, that's something that surprised me as well, that you actually get to learn a lot about yourself through having a YouTube channel, and seeing that more people than just you are interested in playing with 30-year-old video game systems. And sorry Frank, but that despite having grown up with your brother, who's just 2 years younger, who always beat me at Boulder Dash, whom I enjoyed playing video games with tremendously, and we did have a lot of great times. In my mind, in an ideal world, I would still love to be able to play video games with him. I would still love for him to come over and play video games with, but times have changed. He's grown up, perhaps more grown up than me, and he's a professional lawyer, and he doesn't play video games. And I do, and I'm a doctor, but I play video games. And some people, some people, even people that are very near and dear to you, your own brother, look at you funny, and and they don't understand. Luckily enough, I actually have two good friends whom I hang out with far too little, Roberto and Erwin. I know them since early junior high. They still play video games. Robert more, current gen systems, and Mr. Custard, and he actually plays a lot of retro systems as well. But that's about it. And so people do frown on retro gaming, despite the fact that playing video games, owning a 360 or a PlayStation 3 or a Wii, is more accepted now, I guess. Yeah. Right. Well, I've been rambling on for far too long, I guess. I'm not sure how long this video is, or if it even recorded. It could be that I have been talking all this time and it just, it just didn't record. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put a title on it and just upload it. Yeah, 65 gamer guy, 200 subs. That number should double, triple, tenfold, because he's a very deserving guy and has a great channel. And right, well, Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon. And it's super hot here. It's I have this fan running, and it's I'm not sure in Fahrenheit, but it's like 30, 31, 32 degrees here, so I don't dare turn on the Xbox, it'll just fry itself, I guess, so I'm just sticking to my NES for tonight. Okay, Mark's signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon. Oh, I said it already. Okay, chicken.